Hello, this is Rakesh Rao from Design Sense Software Technologies, Bangalore. In this GeoTools video, I will show you how you can draw the lithology cross-section using the hatching method. In GeoTools, under the Geological and Mining Tools, under Borehole Tools, we have a command called Draw Borehole Strata Lithology in different ways. There are different ways in which you can draw the lithology, and in this video we are going to cover the way in which the lithology can be represented as different hatch patterns. Now if you click on more info here, you can see that here the CSV file is expected to have the borehole name from depth to depth and soil classification as mandatory values arranged row wise. Now I'm going to open one of the sample drawings here which we are going to use. This is the borehole number, the depth from, the depth to, the thickness, the recovery percentage, total recovery, lithology, and other fields like remarks and so on. So this is the format in which the CSV file is expected to be. The column numbers are not important, they can be specified in the program, but all these values have to be mandatorily present. The strata lithology is depicted using hatch patterns which must be specified in a separate INI file called the strata presentation parameters INI file. So let us see how this workflow is used. So click OK. So you will go and reach this dialog box here where you must enter the strata definition file and the strata presentation file. Now the strata definition file is what you saw just now. These are the CSV files for the 7 boreholes. Now if you open it here, you can see this is borehole number 1, which starts from row number 3 of the CSV file. And if you go down, you can see that there are other boreholes also, like 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So that is why I have named this file as 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we are now going to process this file. If you go to the strata presentation file, I'm going to select this file here. So this is an INI file which you can check from the samples folder of GeoTools, or you can create it from scratch as well. Now if you go here to edit, you can see how the structure of this INI file is. Now SO, SST, CO, SH, these are all different seams or different lithologies, and next to that is the description, which we will put it as SO underscore DESC, but you can change it and add whatever you want. Following that is the hatch pattern, followed by the scale, the rotation angle, and so on. Now if you want some more information about how this is organized, you can click on explain this, and here it will tell you that litho name equal to litho description, comma, hatch pattern, comma, color, comma, scale, comma, angle. So that is exactly what is shown in this description format here. Now you can add new description, you can edit existing descriptions, you can change the scale, change the hatch pattern, you can do everything that you want. All you need to make sure is that the lithology name specified here must match what is shown here in the CSV file. So for example, here in the CSV file you can see this is a lithology name, SST, C and so on. This column must match what is shown here in the INI file. Now once that is done, it's pretty straightforward. You need to specify the data positions or the column numbers in the CSV file. So as per the CSV file, I have specified borehole number is column number 1. The strata code is column number 7. That is what you can see here in the G column. The from level is 2, to level is 3, recovery percentage is 5, total recovery is 6, start reading from row number is 3, and so on. Now you can see that in the CSV file you will sometimes see that the borehole name is mentioned only in one row and then the rest of it is blank. So what the program does is it starts reading from row number 3, and wherever it finds a borehole name, it will take it as a new borehole. So that is how it determines where one borehole data ends and another borehole data starts. So you need to make sure to stick to that format. So once this is done, I'm just going to click draw 2D section view. Now there are a few more questions to be answered. Are there multiple boreholes in this CSV file? So I say yes, because I have more than one borehole. Pick start point of annotation is this one. Now you can see that it's already drawing the 2D sectional strata. So if you zoom in here, you can see the depth, seam and thickness. So on the left hand side you can see all the depth values, and on the right hand side you can see the strata description. You can control all the parameters like your text height and the diameter of the bore. All those things can be controlled from here. Instead of a CSV file, if you have a tab delimited file, you can change that as well by changing the delimiter. You can also control which lines in the CSV file must be read and which should not be read by using this comment character. Now we have shown you the draw 2D section view, but there is also a attach data to boreholes, which we will show you in another video. Using this, you can attach this borehole data to a set of borehole blocks in plan. So this will be used for further downstream processing like mine modeling and so on. Thank you for watching this video, and do let me know if you have any questions.